a little attention, please. Good evening, everybody. My name is Begzod Hakimov, and I'm the Toastmaster of today's meeting. Welcome to our Almaty Toastmasters meeting. Nice to see you. And for those for the first time here, I would like to introduce our club in a short way, so you have an idea what is it about and what is the aim of this club. The Almaty Toastmasters Club, in general, Toastmasters Club is a public club where people can improve their speaking skills, public speaking skills, and to become self-confident person. And before starting, I would like to let's introduce each other because we have some new people. And I would like to start on the left side. Just stand up, tell your name, and how did you find out about our center, about our club? Yes, Olga, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Olga Kim, and I found about this Toastmasters Club 4 years ago, approximately, by chance.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Almaty. I found out about Toastmasters Club about 8 years ago, and it's been through my friend, American friend Jennifer.
Hi, my name is Nilhar. I read about Toastmasters. I signed up for a public speaking course on Coursera. It wasn't doing anything for me, so somebody commented that I should join Toastmasters. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ayun. I've heard about Toastmasters Club from my friends, and it's almost half a year that I'm attending this, and I really like it.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Aisha. I've heard about Toastmasters from my friends, and I'm visiting this club since the end of January.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nilhar, and my friend Amir introduced me to come here, and I'm a member of this club for 6 months.
My name is Rurat. I was invited by Harriet to come.
Hi, everyone. I'm Saya. I heard about this club from my teacher at the university.
Good evening. My name is Shahar, and I heard about club about 5 years ago, but just recently I started to come to his regularly.
Hi everybody, my name is Megan, and I heard about this massive from my friends.
Hello everybody, my name is Marina, and my sister Olga, she told me about Toastmasters Club.
Hello everybody, my name is Shukan. I heard about Toastmasters one year ago. I'm very glad to see you. Come back.
Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth, and I'm actually 100% positive. So just to avoid, a lot of unnecessary questions, and I don't know, what am I supposed to say? I'm 21. I just came back here after 5 years, and I'm looking forward to talking to all of you and making new friends here.
Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Al. I came to see you and improve my listening skills. That's it, thank you.
Can we ask Billy?
Good evening, my name is Amas. I heard from Toastmasters from my friend.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Maria. I've been here in summer for twice, I think. And I presented my first speech, and I returned, so welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hello everyone, my name is Sajjan, and I've heard about this club from my friend, and actually it's my second time here, so.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a teacher here, but I've heard about Toastmasters and I teach Toastmasters. I'm here to see the club and see how it works.
Wow.
Oops.
Ask something.
Hello, my name is Olga, and I've heard about
years ago when I was studying in Astana, and I am a member of Toastmasters Almaty for 1 month.
Good evening everyone, my name is Olga and I heard about Toastmasters from my friends.
Hello everybody, my name is Ayla, and I heard about Toastmasters Club from my friend Nazira. Hello everyone, my name is Agilim, and I've heard about Toastmasters from my friend from American College.
Hi everyone, my name is Mustafa. I heard about Toastmasters from my friend.
Hi everyone, I heard about Toastmasters in 2011. My English teacher Joe at the time just invited me to. Thanks.
What's your name? Your name.
Andrei.
My name?
Yes. Yeah, I know. Maybe some people don't know
My name
that.
is Andrei.
Okay.
Hey everyone, my name is Daulat and I heard about Toastmasters 2 years ago from my friend.
Hi everybody, my name is Greg. I learned about Toastmasters many years ago in Australia.
Good evening everyone, my name is Edgar. I've heard about Toastmasters International about 5.5 years ago from Harry Larson, who was an American professor.
Okay, nice. So we're going to start. We have some more people coming, and would you please invite? What's your name?
Ajan,
Ajan.
will you present yourself?
Good evening, my name is Selena. I heard about Toastmasters from a friend.
Okay. And we have 2 more people. Would you please say your name and tell us from where did you find out about our club?
Okay, hello everyone. Sorry for being late and interrupting everything. My name is Esilhan. I'm a teacher of English and I have heard about this club at work from my boss.
So hi everyone, so my name is Nicole. I'm a colleague of Esilhan who works together. So I'm an English teacher, so nice to meet you guys.
And we have one more lady. You were late.
My name is Ismail. I heard about Toastmasters from my friend.
Okay. So I think we should go on because more and more people are coming, and we can end up with introducing each other. So let's continue. So I'm very happy that we have very different people from different backgrounds, from different nationalities, and with different names. So nice to meet you one more time. So we are starting. So before starting, I would like to introduce those people who are going to help me to run today's meeting. And the first person whom I would like to introduce is our counter, who is Andrei Reshetnikov. Would you please stand up and explain your role?
So today I am your counter. I will listen to arms, souls, and other killer words. And I also will be listening for connecting words such as and soul. And I just ask you, don't use these words.
Okay, thank you. And the next person is our grammarian, who is Gauhar. Would you please explain your role and introduce today's word?
Hi, I'm going to be a grammarian tonight. I will report an interesting use of English and also any grammatical errors or inappropriate use of words. Another duty of mine is to introduce the word of the day, which is ambiguous. Ambiguous means having several meanings, or when it's not clear, when the meaning is not very clear, it's not expressed very well. So it's an adjective, ambiguous. The opposite of the word is unambiguous, and I will accept any relative words like ambiguity. So please try to use the word of the day as much as possible. I will introduce my report at the end of the meeting.
And there's one more person who is our timer. Would you please explain your role?
Today I'm a timer and I'm going to count. Can I say to count your time?
Whatever.
Record.
I record the time. Time is very important. We should try to be on time. If I show you the green side, it means that you are at the maximum level, so you have to end up your speech. If I show you the yellow card, it means that you are in the minimum. And the green side, which means that you may go on and talking. So make sure that everyone will be on time. Thank you.
Thank you very much for everybody. So we'll start. So as many people know that we have two parts, main parts, like prepared speeches and table topic session. So we'll start prepared speeches. We usually have 3 speakers, but due to some reasons, the first speaker who's going to give the icebreaker speech cannot come today. So Rabia cannot come today, and we'll have 2 speakers today. So I would like to introduce the second speaker today. He's a friend of mine, and I've been knowing him for a long time. He's very modest and very interesting person to my mind. He has very unique personality. He's a really nice person. In spite of having a lot of competing interests, he's still coming to our club, which is really nice. I really appreciate it. And today he's going to give his 6th speech, which is called Vocal Variety, and you are going to experience different types of screens, poses, and many other feelings. Please help me welcome Greg Heaver with his speech number 6.
Mankind, we are a brilliant race. Is there anything we cannot do? From the beginning of time, we have evolved, continually evolved, getting bigger, better, faster, stronger. But despite our brilliance, there are still some things in life that we just don't do well, we don't get right. One of these things I want to talk about today. One of these things which we don't do well. This thing is the actual fabric of society that we live in. It's a building block of our future. Today I want to talk about the institution which is marriage, and perhaps why we do not do it so well as we should. Statistics show that 1 in every 2 marriages fail, and this ratio has existed forever. It doesn't improve. Now, there are a lot of experts out there who have deliberated on this subject. Theories have been formulated, books have been written, and while there may not be any fast solutions to this problem, one thing is known, and that is why this is the case. Man and women are engineered differently. We are cut from a different cloth. Put simply speaking, we are different. Let us look at these differences a little further from a societal aspect. Starting with the land down under, my Australia. What visions do you get when you think of the Australian man? Perhaps you've seen the movie from the 80s, Crocodile Dundee. The hunter, the warrior, the tan guy with a cowboy hat, the shirtless jacket. He's got the big knife. He wrestles crocodiles. And he saves the fair maidens. Maybe. This image then was accentuated in the 90s and the 2000s with the real-life crocodile hunter, Steve Irwin. The late Steve Irwin. May he rest in peace. But what about the real Australian man? What is he, may I ask? Well, let me tell you, ladies, this image which I have just described, this is a true representation of the Australian man. We are hunters, we are warriors. Don't be fooled by the suit. But as appealing as that may be to the opposite sex, in terms of a long-lasting relationship, it just doesn't cut it. Whereas Australian women have continually evolved with society, becoming worldly, sophisticated and independent, they have left behind their Australian mate with their ancestors in the cave. Let us move to the European continent, the home of pasta and pizza, Italy, the Italian man. What comes to mind, ladies again? Masculinity, passion, creativity, good in the kitchen, maybe good in that other room. But there's one thing, and which ladies haven't dreamt or had a fantasy about having an Italian man, an Italian lover, the real Italian stallion. But there's one thing you must know about an Italian man, and that is, he is a mama's boy. and because Italian men generally do not leave home until that very day they get married, effectively going from their mama's bosom to their wife's bosom, and not having a period in between of independence, they generally have close family ties forever, especially with their mama. But this is not necessarily bad for relationships, as long as the woman is aware that when she's getting married to the Italian man, she also gets an obsessive, maybe a little crazy Italian mother-in-law. And also that she must compete with the husband's love and attention, for his love and attention. Federico, my Federico, you must look after my Federico. Do you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll be in the next room and we can look after Federico together. A true fact. An Italian woman applied for divorce from her Italian husband 3 weeks, yes, 3 weeks after getting married. And the reason she cited on her divorce papers was, I knew that my marriage was doomed from the very first instant that my husband insisted that his mother come on the honeymoon. This pattern is replicated for all countries and all societies. Whereas the Australian man has an unwillingness to let go of his primal roots, to the Italian man who has his unwillingness to let go of his mama's skirt, all men have something else in their life which competes with the interests of their husband, with their wife and their families and their relationships. But despite this dismal set of facts, we have to go on. We have to be persistent. Because after all, if 50% of marriages fail, that means that there's 50% which are successful. And the successful ones, I'm sure that they too have had to work through their indifferences that I've just described. And in getting through to the other side, they've been able to enjoy and to participate in the wonderful thing which is marriage. I should know, I'm a statistic. I'm on my second marriage. So I think I'm qualified to speak on this. That marriage is worth making every effort to get right, no matter how many attempts you have to make. Because when you get it right, when it works, it is better than anything in the world.
Wow, it was really interesting, very informative and touching. Everybody, I think, managed to find something from this speech. So let's move on. So we'll have now one more speech. So as many people know, we have 10 speeches And today there is one person who is, in my mind, very lucky and persistent person, because she's going to give her 10th speech, which is the aim of the speech, inspires the audience. And I sincerely happy and I appreciate that she has come to this point, and she's a very good person, very supportive in terms of running our club. And please help me welcome our second speaker with speech number 10, FIA Teacher Diamond, Yadikar Hakimov.
Close your eyes for a second. And try to see a newly born baby. You can open your eyes. So this baby is as white as this piece of paper. As a parent, you are there to write anything you think is right for this baby to become a human being. According to Dr. Pamela Coe, she is a researcher and psychology professor at Pennsylvania State University. Even a baby has 5 basic emotions. But these emotions are not what we adults call happiness. And this is not exactly a fear. But within the first year of his life, a baby learns a sense of fear. And who is the best teacher for it? As we grow up, we become more and more filled up with fears. So, who is the teacher? Of course, our loving, caring, dearest, sometimes not, parents become the first teachers of a fear. Oh, where are you crawling? Don't crawl there, you'll fall down. No, don't put that pen into your mouth. Oh my goodness, you're again eating cat food. Don't look. Don't listen. Don't say anything. Don't touch. Don't go there. Don't feel. A fear, more fear, a lot of fear. A fear of public speaking. A teacher. If you weren't so lucky with your first teacher, you would probably remember the worst things about her or him. And one day, you probably pledged to yourself, I will never become a teacher. Never. I was luckier. My first teacher, Nina Nikolaevna, whose name I still recall nowadays, as you can see, was loving and caring. But I never had this wish to become a teacher. It just happened so. I was a third-year student. A neighbor came to me and said, oh, please, can you help my granddaughters with their English? I said, oh, me, a teacher, teach something, somebody, oh. I was really puzzled. But money is a great motivation. Everyone knows that. I wanted to have some of my pocket money. So I said, well, I'm so busy, but let me see, maybe I'll do something with my schedule. Okay. This is how I started teaching. And some of you know that during 15 years of my general working experience, I tried to do my best to change to other sphere. I studied BA in international tourism. Why? I love traveling so much. I have traveled quite a number of countries, but thanks God, not as a travel agent. After some time, my life made me think, well, I'm teaching, but I'm not a teacher. I'm a travel agent. I have to be a travel agent, but I'm not a travel agent. Well, then I thought, oh, where do people earn a lot of money? Of course, finances. So I went to my second BA and I did banking and finance. I thought, yeah, I'll do it. I'll earn a lot of money. But while studying, I thought, well, maybe not now. Maybe not in this country. And all the time, my destiny somehow brings me back to the position of educator. You know one thing? My position of a teacher, of educator, made me combat, first face and combat my sense of fear. A fear of public speaking. You all know very well a great proverb. If you can't change the situation, change your attitude to the situation. Nowadays, I'm pretty relaxed at teaching. I really enjoy it. It doesn't matter for me if I teach one-to-one or in a big group. And so life has taught me to combat this fear by becoming a really good, experienced educator who loves his job. Another great thing I understood while teaching people. Every person is so much unique. Every person is just a diamond. I would love you now to feel you are a diamond. You are so unique. Everyone is a diamond. Please remember this line from a famous song. Shine bright like a diamond. And to train at home, you can do like this. Take this posture and say, I'm a diamond. Say, I'm a diamond.
I'm a diamond.
Great! Say it again. I'm a diamond.
I'm a diamond.
Just one more word about our club. We're going to celebrate our anniversary this December. Right?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. And to tribute our club, I've created a little song. It's a kind of chant. You can try to help us with it. It starts with the words inspiration and motivation, okay? 1, 2, 3, go. Inspiration, motivation, here we come. Inspiration, motivation, what we need. Inspiration, motivation, you can gain. Inspiration, motivation in this club. So please, everyone, keep coming to this club to combat any fear, not just fear of public speaking, and become a diamond in your own way.
Yes, thank you very much for an interesting speech at the car. So now you know where to look for inspiration, motivation, and one satisfaction as well. Yeah, you can find everything here, any feelings. So now you have several minutes to discuss two speakers with your person sitting next to you. And in our agenda we have two small speakers. Take one after discussing and choose one speaker. I would like to remind, the first speaker was Greg Heaver, and the second speaker was Yedekar. And choose one who you liked more and pass it to me once you decide. So please. This, what did you like about the speech?
Yeah, the most
Be objective.
yeah,
Can't be everything.
topic where you did
No, I mean, you can get. Yeah, you pass.
I mean, we worked on it but to do like this.
Yeah, I like it.
And I like the way you put it. That
I didn't like how I presented. I was I think next time I'm just going to get rid of this and because I can't look back at it and I already knew it. Yeah, I know, but I still we're already not looking at it. It's like it stresses me more than anything. It's terrible. Anyway, number 10 is do you have to inspire? Or is it inspire or is it one of these? Actually inspire.
it's inspired. Do you think it is inspired?
I think I'm great with confidence. Because you can.
Yeah, of course. No, I love it.
No, I'm just
You
saying.
can do it.
Okay.
No, definitely. I like it. It's definitely different than a lot of the speeches that we have. Just the way you set it, the way you organize it, or just the theme. I'm not even sure of that last part. Was there some part of the speech? So that wasn't sure if you finished and then there's another introduction, but whatever it was, it's quite unique what you've done. That was good. And I guess the inspiration is like, I guess just inspiring us to come down diamond, we're all unique and we should try to find that unique thing about us and not to fear it. It was good.
Yeah, because the items, one of them, the person who spoke about it, and is rather away from
Yeah, but we went
yeah, but they
Okay, we are going to continue. If you decide, just write down, bend it, and pass it to me. Okay? So we'll continue now. It's high time to invite our evaluators, who are going to give the report regarding today's giving speeches. And I would like to invite Aisha to evaluate Greg Heaver's speech. Please help me welcome her.
Good evening, everyone. Again, the main goal of the project number 6 is the effective use of vocal variety. The voice is the link between the speaker and the audience. This is why it is very important to use this powerful tool appropriately. Thank you, Greg, for delivering such a consonant speech. The selection of the topic was very appropriate, as it exactly called for vocal variety. You used your voice modulation quite effectively. The volume of his voice varied depending on the meaning of the context, and Greg were able to control the loudness and softness of his voice. The speaking rate was moderate in general, and it varied a bit on some parts of his speech, but it was in a normal range, and he slowed down on some points, on main bullet points. You also kept pauses, giving the audience time to think a bit deeply about some significant aspects of your speech. Greg efficiently adapted the pitch of his voice to the material he presented. His high pitch expressed enthusiasm and excitement, and your low pitch conveyed thoughtfulness and sadness. Regarding the quality of your voice, it was friendly, pleasant to hear, confident and lively. Greg managed to express a wide range of emotions, from, as I said, excitement to thoughtfulness. Your tone and timbre changed with different thoughts you expressed. The organization was logical, and it was easy to follow your ideas. You had very clear structure, and it was not ambiguous. You used extensive range of appropriate words which strengthened your speech. Your body language was natural. You had proper breathing and good posture, which allowed you to manage your voice effectively. I couldn't find any imperfection in your vocal variety. Sorry, it was excellent. What I really liked about your speech is your sincerity, and your voice was pleasant to hear. Overall, to my mind, Greg managed to meet the objective of the project number 6. You had proper balance of volume, pitch, and weight. That allowed to grasp the attention of the whole audience and evoke the interest to your speech. I'm sure that you will do even better on your next projects. So congratulations on completing your project number 6.
Thank you very much. So let's move on. And the second speaker was Yedekar, and I would like to invite David Mukanov, who is going to give his report.
First of all, Yedekar, I want to congratulate you with finishing your competent communicating skills, and I want everyone to congratulate Yedekar. I know how hard it is because I'm struggling with project 5, and I understand how it's hard to do it on project number 10. It's twice as hard. So I would like to start with with your strong points, and I want to mention that you actually implemented all the techniques. It was the main task of your project is to implement the techniques used on the previous project, and you did it in an excellent fashion. So your eye contact was great, your smile, pauses, body languages was great, and I almost felt like I'm on a theater play. So like you are an actor, so it was a wonderful, magnificent atmosphere you created at the beginning of your speech. Also, you were to inspire the audience, and I think you conquered it as well, because you never lost the attention of the audience, and everyone was listening to you, paying attention. Nobody would look at their phones, or the atmosphere, as I mentioned before, was very great and very, attentive to the speaker. Also, I want to say that you conveyed your message. Everyone could understand with the use of your decent vocabulary that you conveyed your message very well. What I would like to mention as a recommendation that it's optional, but you could use the visual aids that could improve or a little bit or make it a bit different. But even though I watched, while preparing to your speech, I watched several speakers on YouTube, and nobody of them actually used visual aids. So it's just I want to say honestly, you were one of the best of the speakers, because even though the people I watched, they spoke on their mother tongue, but they weren't as inspirational as you were. So the second one is the conclusion. I really liked it, but at the same time, it was a little bit, even though I like our song, our anthem, I would say, but it didn't have much to do with the topic of the speech. But in the end, I would like again to congratulate you, to wish you all well in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for our evaluators. And now it's a fun time. Many participants find this part very challenging and interesting. And today we have an exceptional case. Usually, tabletop session is conducted by one person, But today we have two people who are going to run today's table talk session, and they promised that we are going to have a lot of fun, interesting questions, and different emotions. Please help me welcome Alia and Olga.
Good evening. Once again, Olga and I have recently, as you might have heard from our previous speeches and talks, we have attended a seminar. John Gray, a writer who wrote a bestseller called Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. So we both attended the seminar, and we've been inspired. Apparently Greg has also been inspired with his speech by this topic, and we decided to have a table talk session together. I hope you'll enjoy it, and Olga has the first question for you.
So here's a question. Did you ever think how to understand that this person is your Mr. and Mrs. Right? In Korean society, it is very common to treat people with alcohol. I will explain. When you're drunk, you are relaxed, and you may show your real appearance. So when Korean men and women decided to marry, they firstly go to the bar and drink until they get drunk. And if the drunk appearance of partner is appropriate to another, okay, they conclude that they check done and organize wedding. So now I would like one person to come up here and to invent his or her unique way how to indicate Mr. or Mrs. Right.
And we would like to call Elizabeth. If you could come up here.
Okay. Let's do it now. Yeah, please.
So, how to invent your unique way, how to understand that this person is your Mr. Right?
Well, first of all, I need to find out if this person likes Harry Potter. Yeah, because this is very important for me. I'm kind of a fan. It's yeah. TH. Should I add something else?
You have 2 minutes.
Would you get drunk, or
No, actually, I don't drink at all.
would you go biking? Would you travel around the world? What is your unique way to find out if that person is your Mr. Right?
I don't know.
Or Miss Right?
And that's probably the reason I don't have, Mr. Right yet. Because I don't know the way to.
There's no filtration or criteria? Would
Sorry?
you get drunk like Koreans do?
No. This is definitely not the way I would do
Does he
that.
have to be smart, or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, smart. Thank you. Elizabeth.
Thank you.
We would like another person to try answering this question. Jadra, would you like to come up?
No, I think I remember it. So, dear friends, I think my own way is I just would like to I just would like a person who knows me very well. Maybe this person can be older than me, I'm sorry, I don't remember the difference. Not to find actually, maybe that person will have someone around who can match me, I think, as my Mr. Right. I don't know, but I would go this traditional way, I don't know, and just believe that person who knows me very well, to find someone who matches me, and I think that person should know my Mr. Right very well also, and I think we both can trust person, like mediator, I don't know how to call him, and I think it's really good way because if we both trust that person and he or she knows us very well, my pluses, minuses, and his, and I think someone can match us. I don't know.
Oh, that's an excellent answer, because references work in business. Why can't they work in personal relationships? I think Miroeris wanted to go.
We have 2 minutes. So now try to invent a unique way how to indicate Mr. Right.
I think I understand actually why Korean people tend to find their significant one by being drunk, yeah? And because as Walt Disney classified as 3 positions that people tend to take when they speak with someone whom they like. And these 3 positions are adult, position of adult, child, and critic. So when people are drunk, they get the position of a child, and they tend to be flirty, and maybe it's easy for them to just to get a good conversation, and in that conversation about love, about I don't know what people tell when they love each other, like each other. Okay. In my case, I think that the best way to have to find a person, or to find out that a particular person is someone that you might like, is to be involved in a common activity. Maybe like have a lot of things to do in Almaty. Maybe go hiking or skating, or go to do some activity that involve you to do something in common. I mean, during this activity, when you see the real person, not the person that can be seen in a 5 minutes impromptu datings that we usually have in Almaty. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Well, that's an excellent answer, but don't forget, try out what Koreans do, because in Venus there's truth in wine, right?
Yeah. Here comes our next session.
Well, we decided to take a break from our typical, question and answer. There will be no speakers for this one. We'll just have a little bit fun. Each one of you will have, inspired by this previous question, will have 30 seconds to tell us, what do you think your ideal partner is? Honest, smart, greedy. Some people want that too. Let me put a timer and try to use as many adjectives or words or phrases as you can, because Olga will be counting them. This is not going to count towards your speaking, so don't worry. Let me just put a timer here. Okay, once we call your name, we decided to be efficient. You can volunteer as well, but once we call your name, please be ready. Okay. Maria, what is your ideal partner? You go.
Great, smart, brilliant, fantastic.
Okay, you have 23 more seconds. Come on, your wish is our command.
It has to be really involved in my interests.
Cool.
And very creative, to surprise me all the time with different things, like flowers.
You have 2 more seconds.
Okay, great.
2 more wishes. Stop. Thank you.
7.
Excellent. You've got 7. That's great. Quite a sophisticated man. Gauhar Aksalakova. Aksakalova, sorry. You have 30 seconds. Go.
I would like my partner will be very strong, very brave, clever, smart, do some sports, and go hiking with me, do skating. I can't skate.
10 more seconds.
Ambitious, creative also. Very funny.
Stop. Funny is good. Mustafa.
Yeah, my partner, she has to be smart, honest, then, what's this? That's all.
Only 2. Well, okay. Asulhan. Asulhan. Sorry.
Okay. My ideal partner has to be, of course, smart, intelligent, interested in me, loving me, tender, passionate, active, sometimes childish, sometimes very serious. Well, I don't know.
You have 5 more seconds.
Yeah, have no any ideas.
Thank you.
9.
Saya. Saya? Yep. That's you.
I want him to be very clever, smart, of course, tall, cute, do cute things every time. That's all.
6. Great. Nurgul.
So I want my ideal partner to be, first of all, smart, intelligent, handsome, of course, creative, so then humble. So then also he needs to be, I don't know, good sense of humor. What else? Rich.
Stop.
7.
Yay. Aidana.
Ideal partner should be brave, smart, handsome, creative, with a good sense of humor.
You have 9 more seconds. 7. 5.
Clever,
4.
interesting.
2. 1. Stop.
8.
8. Wow. Olga Popova. We haven't seen you for a while. Tell us.
Okay, my ideal partner should be smart, interesting, funny, childish also like that. He has to be very calm in speaking and very never depressed. Always has a clear mind and he knows what his future will be and how it's going to be. I want a partner who is accept me as I am. He should be very humble, charming.
Stop. 10. Humble and charming is good. 10. Wow. We had Myriad here on as well. Would you like to tell us?
Has to be clever, handsome, intellectually developed. Has to have a good public speaking skills.
So all sorts of intellectual and confident.
Have to have 10 projects done.
Yay!
So what else? And he must be very funny. And
4 more seconds.
Yeah, he must be
2 seconds.
Aim oriented.
Stop. That's
7.
great. Thank you. And Layla, could you tell us your ideal partner description?
My ideal partner should be clever, smart, positive, active, interesting, handsome, of course. So rich.
8 seconds. The man of your dreams. Oh, that's
Okay,
it. Thank you, everyone. Are there any volunteers? Please, what's your name?
My name is Adil, and I didn't register because I was late.
No worries.
So
This discussion looks like a free market economy because we have a lot of requirements for our partners, but what do we have to offer? And behind every great man there is a great woman. And what I believe, I'm going to name one quality that I believe is the most important in my ideal partner, and it is she has to be grateful. Because man sacrifices a lot to feed the family, to put food on the table, and to achieve dreams of his woman as well. So I think a grateful woman can really make an honest, great man. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, everyone. Please give a round of applause for everyone who shared. Maybe some of you got tips now on, some of you didn't realize you want that to be your ideal partner.
Yeah. Here comes our next session. Now we need 2 volunteers who will be husband and wife.
But, okay, fine. There will be probably no volunteers. Don't worry. I know we've built up the intrigue, but it's all safe. Could we ask Janar to come up here? And our speaker today, who gave an excellent impersonation. Here is your Italian man, and here is your Italian wife. So, Janar, imagine you came back home and you're tired. You start to complain about traffic jams and rude drivers. You're screaming and you're frustrated and you're tired. Then you start to complain about your day at work and your naughty and rude and mean colleagues.
And the situation in general, husband and wife quarreled. So, Greg as husband, you have a good mood. You try to ignore your wife. And
that will help.
Don't pay attention to her words. So, action.
Hi Greg, that was a real nightmare that I had today. It was awful, my colleagues are really very mean and I had some conflicts with them and they complained to my boss and they had to explain that my colleagues were...
Dear, I'm watching the football here.
I
Please.
don't care about football, okay? Therefore, just listen to me. You're my husband and you have to
Later,
be
please.
caring.
I've been busy all day and now I'm relaxing.
To you
Okay?
when you complain, okay?
My mama always lets me watch the football. My mama always lets me do it. Tell you to do it, huh? Mama!
And that's the main reason still behave something like a little boy.
You promised me, Gela, when we got married that you would stop this shit, okay?
No, what about our kids? They are not fed and they came home and they...
Exactly, where is the pasta you promised me every day? Pasta and pizza.
Daddy! No pasta, no pizza, we are on vegetarian food from now on. Okay.
Thank you. Let's give a round of applause. Excellent. Wow, that's better than we could ever imagine.
You can be an actor.
This scene was actually something that was described by Mr. Gray in his book Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus.
And now, how it should be. Okay. So, what conclusion? When a man can listen to a woman's feeling without getting angry and frustrated, he gives her a wonderful gift. He makes it safe for her to express herself.
The more she's able to express herself, the more she feels heard and understood. And the more she's able to give a man the loving trust, acceptance, appreciation, admiration of a true Italian woman, approval and encouragement that he needs.
Let's see now how it should be done.
According to Mr. Gray. I'm stuck in a traffic jam and all you're reading here is newspaper. I've been facing rude drivers all day long.
I'm so sorry, darling.
And my day was terrible, I just, it's...
Tell me more about your day.
Okay, well, actually, I've been in a rush. And this traffic jam was frustrating because I was in a rush to make sure I come back home before you and cook a dinner for you. So I'm so frustrated.
Don't worry, I already cooked dinner for both of us.
That's what usually men are motivated when they feel needed.
Yeah. While women are motivated when they feel cherished.
Okay, thank you.
Here comes our next session.
Okay, so we're still in the question of choice because our lives are full of it. We're going to show you pictures and we're going to pick selectively some of our members. And first up is Daulet. Okay, there are 5 girls here. Who would you pick and why? Happy girl, angry girl, punk girl, music girl, rock girl.
Only one.
Okay, you pick first and then we can, yeah.
I would rather pick the happy one because you will be very surprised to see a happy person in our current circumstances, and maybe I will learn something from her, and as a vampire I will take energy from her, and maybe I will be myself a bit happier, and I mean it will help. As you said before, the main thing is to cherish a woman and for men to be valued. And I think if it will be in a positive atmosphere, everything will be great, and everyone will understand his or her role and do it well. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you want to take your happy girl home? Second up is Yadikar. Okay. We have a smart guy, you can see it. We have a biker boy, we have an angry boy, and we have an achiever. Who would you pick and why?
That's difficult to choose only one.
Think about who you would pick.
The easiest one is to pick an achiever, but I will try to go for a biker. Nowadays, I'm a really about secure person. I would not do crazy things, and I've never done them when I was younger, which I'm sorry about. So biker, as a person who really loves adventure, and in deep down my heart, I am for adventures always, and maybe that's why I had so many recent time. And the biker is the person who is kind of free. In one of my speeches, I spoke about the freedom that I don't think we really do have any freedom, in fact. But anyway, moving from one place to another and meeting so many different people, coming across different cultures and backgrounds, would always make you and your inner world bigger, brighter, and stronger. And a biker man doesn't mean that he's not an achiever, right? So for me, he is a person who loves freedom and adventures and an achiever in his own way. Thank you.
Thank you, Yadikar. Alex, would you like to pick?
I think I would choose this girl.
Okay.
Because she's spontaneous and she's crazy and she looks like someone that I would go on a road trip with, and I would get to know her and I would probably learn something from her and learn how to deal with her, and who knows, we'd probably by the end she would be happy, I would be happy, and we'd just live our happy life. That's it.
I give you. You still have the same set.
Yeah.
Who would you choose? Smart guy? Achiever, happy guy. You can, yeah, whoever you like. We tried to pick the most handsome man on the internet.
You did. I prefer this guy because he looks like he likes freedom, and we too like freedom. I can't live when someone is give order to me, and I can leave. So and I think he's happy, and I think he's a boy who can achieve his goals, and because of it, I prefer him.
Thank you. We still have some time for Almas to tell us who is his. Hope you have time to think.
I must choose one of these.
Yes. And you can come up with a story yourself.
Okay. Simple question.
Who would you pick and why?
Why did you pick this girl? Hey, bingo.
I think she's very beautiful and no, she's very open, maybe, and well, that's I don't know what I can say. Well,
She's happy. So you like
yes,
happy girl?
he's happy. She's happy and
Probably likes dancing,
no, she's
travel.
she's happy and
And that's enough.
yes, it's about it. That's all.
And one last up, we'd like to invite our grammarian, Gaukhar Janusova, to pick up one of the things. We're just curious who we pick.
This is such a tempting choice for me.
This is George, this is Alexei, this is Arman, this is whoever you, Andrei.
I would go for a nerdy guy.
Yay!
Because this is totally my type. I would probably go to the dentist with him. Well, you probably can't see he has golden teeth. That's not what I like. So we would probably get a new set of white golden teeth for him. But yeah, this is totally my type. I like, nerdy guys with glasses on. That has always been my type. Yeah, his hairstyle doesn't look too good, but we can change that. So yeah, I mean, he seems very intellectual, so he probably works in the lab as a physicist. So I think that's very, he has some nice prospects in the future, so he probably will be a professor. And I would be, very happy if my partner would be a professor. So yeah, Ahmad and I, happy couple.
Are there any volunteers? Please? What's your name? What's your name? Okay, who would you pick and why?
May I choose two? Because I'm a mana goes.
Oh, fine.
I will choose this one.
I think it's illegal in Kazakhstan, but okay. To marry them, but whatever. Okay. Please, thank you. Musa.
It seems that I think that two opposite female. That one I think will be interesting. Maybe with that one I think will be more achiever. Maybe I will become more achiever and more successful in my life. But I will choose this one.
Oh, okay, eventually.
Because for me, she looks like very beautiful and very tricky, I think. And she listens to music nowadays. Over the world, there are a lot of kind of music with deep meaning, I think. And maybe in the future, I will understand this girl, and my life will become another.
She will change your life.
Maybe she will change my life.
Thank you, Musa. If there are no other volunteers, we'll pass these pictures around so that you could have a look at what our speakers had to go through when choosing. Okay, so
Thanks for great session. And sometimes a person who give you wrong impression might be your soulmate in the long run. It could be someone you thought doesn't love you. Sometimes your heart would be broken by entrusting it to the wrong person. Hold on and don't despair.
you have seen and gathered a lot, we hope, from today's session, but only you can decide what is best for you, whether it's choosing a partner or choosing a path in your life at any given moment. Good luck with your search for a soulmate for those of you who are still single. Remember to look for your kindred spirit and don't judge a book by its cover. An angry person can be happy at another moment, and you've seen that. And if you know how to talk to them as well. And a happy person can be sad and angry at the same time as well. And if you found your man or woman, hold on to them and be patient. And as Adu said, be grateful for what you have in order to be happy. We wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think it was a really nice session. Yes, isn't it? Yeah. So now you have an again, yes, round of applause. And again, I need your help. So on your agenda, we have one sticker left. So we have here on the board list of improved speakers. So you should decide who was the best one. So the first one was Elizabeth, the second one Jadra, Merve, Jana, Greg, Davlet, Yadikar, Alex, Aygerin, Almaz, Gauhar, and Musa. So you have 2 minutes to discuss if you want and decide, write down, blend in, pass it completely. That guy. What's your name? Adil. Adil. Where is he? You did it right? It was like
no,
it wasn't. But if you want to go through, it was like out of quiz. You can write his name. This gentleman's name is Adil, by the way. No, it was.
But you can work for him if you want.
Yes.
Yeah. You stole our conclusion, by the way.
It was 6 seconds.
And there were several speakers. There were 30 seconds. It was very good. So what did you do? Who chose them to have to go? The ball.
I like do it in moment, you know.
But the both do that.
I don't have like I have neutral. Okay, let's continue. If you're still thinking, decide quickly and pass it to me. So now I would like to invite our reporters. So we have 3 reporters today, Afkanter, Veromerian and Timer. And first I would like to invite our Afkanter to give his report regarding today's word fillers. Please help me welcome Andrei.
So, before I proceed with my report, I would like to say that it was best Toastmaster session I ever seen. No, seriously.
Wow.
It was wow. So, first one was Begzod Hakimov. We have 3 A's. Greg Heaver, outstanding. No, nothing at all. Yadikar, you have 3 N's. But that was when you give your impromptu speech, not in the first one. Then Aisha, you have 11 A's and then 1 A. Daulet, you have 23 A's. Olga, you have 3 A's. Good. Alia, you have 16 A's and 1 N. Elizabeth, no A's. Jadra, 3 A's. Miriam, 9 A's. Gauhar, 1 N. Mustafa, nothing at all. Asilhan, 1 N and 1 well. Nurgul, 1 N. Aidana, 2 N's. Olga, you have 4 N's and 1 N. Miriam, you have 3 N and 2 A's. Leila, 4 N's. Janar, Greg, again, no, nothing at all. Alex, you have 1 N. Aigerim, you have 4 N's. Almas, you have 4 N's. Gauhar Junusova, you have 3 N's. And Musa, 5 N's. So, that's all.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I would like to invite our grammarian with her report regarding today's grammar use. Please help me open your heart.
I must agree with Andrei, that was the best Toastmaster session for me as well, even in terms of grammar, because before the meeting I was telling Alia how much I love being grammarian, and I would do it as a full-time job really, but I didn't write down anything, so these are positive comments. So because as a grammarian I should point out some positive things. I would like to start with Greg. Like listening to Greg's speeches is, it can enrich your vocabulary so much. I really love the words he chooses, like fabric of society, building blocks, cut from different cloth. So I think those are metaphors, but I'm not sure what is a metaphor, so I think that's what it is. Thank you, Greg, so much. Yadikar, again, you had really nice proverbs and good vocabulary choice, so I don't have any negative comments at all. Evaluators, same applies to you. Aisha, such a model evaluator, like she's the best. Again, in terms of vocabulary, she used the words, I don't even know them, thoughtfulness, really nice phrases like evoke the interest. We should all learn some good vocabulary from Aisha. Daulet, same goes to you, I think he said engineered in a nice fashion, so that was nice as well. Table topics, participants. Sorry, I don't have many notes, so I'm a bit confused. I will point out some things which were not pronounced right. I think somebody said flirty, but it should be flirty, I think. Greg, I loved your Italian accent. I love Italian, so yeah, but I don't think you should stop the shit. Is kind of a phrase you could use at the Toastmasters, so that's a bit inappropriate. But in the context, it was very funny. So I think it was okay. Again. Some really nice words, like family-oriented. I really loved the phrases, alias, don't judge a book by its cover. We should use more of those phrases. again some things which were not correct. A girl listens to music. I think somebody said listens music. Then what else? Yeah, I'm confused. This was very good. So oh, by the way, nobody used the word of the day. So that is the one negative. Oh, you did. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't hear it. I was saying that I should have used the word myself when I was into topics, and that would have made a good point, but I forgot. So thank you, Aisha. Sorry, I didn't hear that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much so far. Now the last reporter, I am, who is the timer today. Please help me welcome her.
Okay, also enjoyed today's meeting in general. So we started at 19:33, 3 minutes late, but that's okay, I think. Well, let's start from the speakers, okay? First speaker, Greg Heaver, 7 minutes, 58 seconds out of 7 minutes. Yadakar, 8 minutes, 30 seconds out of 10 minutes. That's great. Then comes to the evaluators. Aisha, 3 minutes. Daulet, 3 minutes, 3 seconds out of 3. Table topic, Elizabeth, 58 seconds. Jadra, 1 minute, 22 seconds. Mirwert, 1 minute, 46 seconds. Janar and Greg, I didn't just record because it was like in dialect. Daulet, 43 seconds. Yadakar, 1 minute, 34 seconds out of 2. Alex, 27 seconds. Aigerim, 33 seconds. Almas, 44 seconds. Gohar, 35 seconds. Musa, 1 minute, 10 seconds. And the in general table topic section, 32 minutes. And you both, it was a little bit hard to just to count, so I didn't. That's it. Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. So we have finished our official part. Now it's high time to announce our best speaker, prepared speaker, and impromptu speaker. So the best prepared speaker of today's meeting is Yadakar, please. Good job. And a very interesting situation with the second part, impromptu speakers. So we have 12 participants, official, let's say, on the board, and we have 2 winners. The one who is on this list, the one who is not in this list. I think you will figure out who is that person. So let me congratulate Gauhar, Junuso, and Adil. Good job, guys. So I think it's high time to finish today's meeting. So before finishing, just some business items. So our next meeting will be in 1 week. It will be in the 2nd of December here on the same time. And we have already 4 speakers signed up. We need 3 evaluators. Any volunteers to be an evaluator, and would like to have someone who has experienced ones. So go hard. You have the card. One more? No? No. I will tell you a bit later, okay? You can back up. And okay, table topic master. The one like they did. You can be 2 people again, or usually we have 1 person leading. So any volunteers? You choose 1 person. I mean, the theme is biography. That's why you choose 1 person and interview that person and ask questions related to that person's life or whatever. It has to be related to that person. No? Thank you. Go hard, yes? We have Ahkantar, Jadra, confirming. Timer, grammarian, any volunteers? Who's,
I think I signed up.
we have, for which position? Grammarian. So what's your name? No, you are not here, I will write down Jana, yes? Please after the meeting come to me just to leave your contact details. Timer? I am? No? Okay. That's it then. Thank you very much for coming, and if you have any questions or if you want to get updated information about our club's activities, come to me and leave your contact details. Thank you for coming. See you next week.